Alright, we're going to do another one of these quick tutorial videos. User Corey on one of my Facebook groups posed this question. He wants to know how to make these little stencils to where children can go in there and practice fine motor skills and basically take a pencil or a crayon and stick them inside there and trace inside the lines. And I think it's a really awesome little project, pretty simple to do. So this is a picture that he posted up as an example, and I told him I would help him and asked him to jump online and just find an image that we want to do. And what he ended up finding was this. It's actually pretty simple. Now, this one here will not be able to be done with the cutouts because as soon as it comes around this loop, it's going to leave a big hole here. It won't have the channel. But other than that, the rest of these are very easily doable. So I am going to fumble through this. He's using Vcarve desktop, so I went and downloaded the trial version just to be able to do this. So let's jump into it. So we have that picture downloaded. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go File, Import, Bitmap. We're going to grab our picture and click OK. So now it's here on a layer. And this is actually going to be really fun and really quick just by looking at it. Several ways you could do this. We can sit here and trace a line or make a line and trace each of these. But I have a better idea. What we're going to do, we're going to start off with this one right here. The little mountain range, we'll call it. All I'm going to do is I click the tool and I'm going to go here, here, and here. You can make this as precise as you want. So I have that. So we click on it. We have a vector line. And I am going to come up here to the mirror tool, create a mirrored copy, and I'm going to go, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can turn our picture off up here using this little tool here. And we can see that. Now these are not connected. They're all separate lines, but we'll get to that. Let's turn our picture back on, close that. We're going to skip over the ones with arcs in them for right now. Now, we'll jump down here because this one will fall into this. Now, we could do a line and go from here to here, up, over, down, over, up, over. But what we're going to do on this one is we're going to take a line, our line tool, and we are going to go halfway from here to here. We're going to go halfway up, full ways, down, over, and halfway. And you'll see why here in a second. And I'm just blasting through these. I'm not making sure they're all level and stuff. We could add lines and stuff in there. But now I have this. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Mirror tool. You can see that they don't exactly line up, but we can actually go in and play with that once we get everything adjusted and set up right. So here, I will do the same thing. I'll go halfway over, all the way up, all the way over, and then halfway so I can blast through it real quick. Halfway over, up, and I'm right clicking to get out of the tool. So now that we have that, guess what? Mirror tool. And we're going to do the exact same thing for this one down here as we did up here. Right click, get out of the tool, come up here, click that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think you guys are seeing exactly the same. So we would do the same for the M. Come up, over, down here, go halfway. And actually, let's do this one just so you can see why I say it would go halfway. we start here, and I went halfway on that one. But now, if we go to the right, you can see they basically swap. So we'll Control Z and undo that one. And on this one, what I would probably want to do is split this line in half or take this line out completely. And to do that, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to press N for nodes. Put my cursor on that to where I get the little tilde thing, and I'm over here pointing at my screens and you can't see it. Press D for delete. Escape to get out of the tools. Control C, Control V, right arrow button. Now I can take this and this. So now I can go Control C, Control V for copy and paste. And I'm holding my right arrow button down. Move it over. Zoom in. I'm using scroll wheel on my mouse. I think you get the idea. Now, since these aren't connected, to make this full length one, I can just take this last one, Control C, Control V. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but if you zoom out and you hit your right arrow button, it makes a big jump. If you zoom in, it makes smaller and smaller increments when you press the arrow buttons on your keyboard. Good enough. All right, so now that we have these, if we go and turn these off, draw a box around these, holding the left mouse button down, draw a box around them, and we can connect them. So join vectors, join. Now it's all one. Multiple vectors, highlight it, or what we can do is we can do this all the way around them all. And we are going to join. So all we're doing right now is just getting vectors in place. So this one did not join. And that's probably because we have a gap in here somewhere. We can go in there and play with that, but let's find out. I'm holding my shift button down, right click, join, move endpoints. So now we're good up to there. Hold the shift button down, click that, right click, close join, move endpoints. Now it's a closed vector, or not closed, but it's all one line. That's all one line, and that's all one line. So now we have these. Let's play around with this one here. So I'm going to draw a box. I'm just going to move these, and then I'm going to click, get this. Let's get those out of the way. Move them up here. Take this one, move it down here. Now I have to remember, if I press F9, which is the center keyboard shortcut, my recording software stops. So I can't do that. So we'll just kind of put that in the center. And now we want to make it to where it's a channel. Basically give it some sort of offset both sides to where we can get a utensil in here and trace it. So we're going to click it. Then we're going to come over here to our offsets. We're going to go both sides. Distance, I just arbitrarily put 125 in there. Offset. So now we have a gap between those two lines. Now we have to connect them. Left click on that one, hold the shift button down, left click on that one. Close our little tool, and we can close with a curve. It closed it there, closed with a curve again. There it is. There's our channel. And if we want to verify, well, actually, that's jumping ahead, but we can do the exact same thing with each and every one of these. Offset, both sides, offset, there it is. Close and, oh. So yeah, I make mistakes in these all the time. I had this line highlighted. That's not what I want. I don't even need that line anymore. So hold left shift button down, close and close. And we can literally do that for all of these. And all we're doing right now is just getting lines. Offset, close our tool. I want that. Hold shift button down, that, close and close. Now when you go to make your actual project, he gave me some dimensions and I'm not really going to go into that right now. If he needs help on that, we can visit this little video further. I'm already at 11 minutes, but I'm going to move all these out of the way. And let's do this one. I don't need those center lines anymore. And if we are going to use an 1/8 inch tool, I will draw a circle. I will put a diameter, 0.125. You can do this for any size tool. We know that this tool now will fit inside here. So we will draw a box around it. I wish I could use my F9 because in our original picture we have a box around it with chamfered corners or radius corners. We can do a radius 0.2 inches. Let's go 0.125. Touch a corner. There's our chamfered edge. Too small. Control Z to undo. 0.25. Now, if we were going to manufacture this, let's get it up here in the center. We could rotate it. We can do highlight that. So when I'm doing this, if you click from the left to right and drag it, so I'm holding the left mouse button down, drag a box. Everything that's inside that box that is contained, so I can't do this. I have to draw the box all the way around the feature. But you see we touch some of this feature, but it doesn't select it. So everything that is contained in that box. Now if we go the other way, from right to left, anything that the box touches gets selected. We can T for transform. We can make this longer. We can make it wider. You know, whatever your needs or desires are. So let's drop that in the middle. So this would actually be, for this, come over here, and it would be a pocket toolpath. 0.127 because our material is 125 thick. Let's take the 1/4, let's remove that. It's telling us it's going to cut all the way through because 127 is deeper than 125. Not a big deal. And this is going to be a profile toolpath. 0.127, so it goes all the way through. We're going to go outside and calculate. Now when we preview all toolpaths, there it is. We could double click the waste material and it goes away. Now I'm going to go on to something a little different because I actually had this idea and I thought it was actually pretty cool. So if we turn our image back on, let's go really quick on how to do something with arcs in it. So we'll play with this and we'll play with this, but the same thing is going to apply here. Instead of doing straight lines, we're going to do arcs. Go from here to here, give it the arc, and then go from there to there, give it the arc. Now guess what? We highlight that. Let's see what it does. So it flipped it, which is not what we want to do. Okay, so Control Z. Quickest way, Control C, Control V, move it over, you get the idea. Loops here, we can play with the arcs some more. We can say from there to about there. And it's got a little bit of an arc to it. But now this line and this line don't really look like our picture. So we're going to draw a box around it. Right click. Let's go ahead and join it. Press N for node, B for Bezier, and then B down here. And we get these extra little nodes we can play with. And get more of that organic shape. The one that I'm actually really interested in is, let's just, oh, we're still in a tool, hit the escape button, Control Z to undo. Let's get all these vectors out of here. If you jump online and you find an image, and I found one really quick doing a search, so we're going to go File, Import, Bitmap per Vector. I like this idea. Now, it looks like nothing happened because we have the image layer turned off. But we have a little option here for Trace Bitmap. We're going to do black and white, preview it, and there's our lines, apply and close. Now we can turn this back off. It had another image over here, so we can just draw a box around, or actually just right click, ungroup. Click on that, press the delete button. Now here's something we can do. So this is actually kind of twofold. For one, what he's trying to do is have this channel that can be cut, but now they can also come in here and solve the maze if that's what they decide they want to do. I just wanted to throw that. We have a great option, and I use a lot of black and white images. Color images you can get away with, but you have to do some tweaking on them. But Corey, I hope this answers your question. Kind of went in depth. It's only about 18 minutes long. Give it some, play around with it this weekend, and if you need some more help on something, let me know, bud.